32 hits and 32 runs scored. The pitch. Chopper to third. Maddox fields it on the one hop, and Gianna Paletti, with those lightning quick reflexes, makes the play for out number one.
Yeah, Penn State's got three.
Ashley Rubel swings at the first pitch. Ground ball to short. 6-3. Freshman to freshman. Right on cue from Casey Kreider. And 2 quick outs for Penn State in this top of the first.
Yeah, it's almost like we teed it up for you there beautifully.
Tied for the most on the team. And a drive to left. Barbanente back out off the wall. She has to play it off the wall, excuse me. And Ulam quickly into second base. Liana Jones had to back up Barbanente there, and St. Francis has a runner in scoring position with 2 outs.
Yeah, that.
Namath sits and delivers. Swing and a miss! Bridget Namath with her first strikeout of the day, and St. Francis.
Pitcher, 2-time tournament MVP. She's got the most wins and most strikeouts in program history. Pretty good.
Morrison swings and a diving catch is made by the shortstop Walters to retire Morrison. Vesco delivers the 3-0. Inside again, a 4-pitch walk for Liana Jones, and Penn State has its first base runner of the game.
Penn State back-to-back in the batting order. We'll see if Gordon reaches how that plays itself out.
Gordon swings at the 1-1, right back to Vesco. She goes to second and gets the out, and that's the only out Vesco will get. It is with Gordon on first. 2 outs. Vesco sits and delivers. Garcia swings and misses. 4-strike-3. History repeats itself. The top of the first
happens here.
Namath's 1-2 is lined to right, but the catch is made by Maddie Gordon for out number 1. And another red flash batter. Wilson. Base is empty for her. The pitch. Called strike 3. Bridget Namath fools Wilson right in the center of the plate, and that batting .301 this season as she grounds one. Diving stop Hernandez, but not in time as Marsden beats the throw to first. Hernandez with an athletic play, but the red flash get a runner on. With a runner on first.
This is a St. Francis team, just as a team in general, loves to be active on the base paths as well, not just Walters.
Swing and a miss. Bridget Namath, possible hitters count coming up. As Vesco prepares to deliver the 3-0. Brunson lays off and takes ball 4. That is the second walk of the game for Vesco.
Position.
First pitch from Vesco. Maddox swings and bunts it. It is misplayed, and everybody is safe. The first baseman, Ulam, and the pitcher, Vesco, had a miscommunication, and Penn State has 2 on and nobody out.
Finally getting that first one to leave the yard.
Hernandez again shows bunt, stays fair, and it is misplayed again by the first. Actually, that was the second baseman, a wrist check, and Brunson scores the first run of the game. Penn State takes a 1-0 lead with some small ball, this time from Giselle Hernandez.
Yeah, these bunts have been giving St. Francis problems. This was laid down excellently by Hernandez. Throw across the dime is a little low, probably still a catch that should have been made, but either way, it gets past.
And there's still nobody out. Paletti shows bunt as well, gets behind the catcher, and Maddox is going to be tagged out for out number 1. Hernandez moves to second on the play, but still.
Yeah, Maddox just kind of got caught in a bad spot there for Penn State. Penn State showing back and thought she had an opportunity. Honestly, great job recovering to that ball. But
Vesco delivers the 3-2. It is taken high for ball 4, and Gianna Paletti works the walk. Hernandez remains at circle. Vesco delivers the 3-2. Swing and a miss. Barbanente goes down on strikes, and a massive second out for the Red Flash. The hitter gets at least one more pitch. So here's the 2-2. That time, swing and a miss for strike 3 as Caitlin Morrison goes down to end the second inning. Penn State gets a run thanks to Giselle Hernandez. Start the top of the third inning. Will Dirksen and Casey Kreider here with you as Ashley Orischek swings at the first pitch. Maddie Gordon makes the grab in shallow right field for out number 1. And just like that, one pitch, one out for Penn State.
Inside the circle.
Here's the 1-2. And a chopper diving stop, Hernandez, but there won't be a throw. Walters reaches with an infield single. St. Francis has another runner up, and her speed at first. The 1-2. And a pop-up. It will be caught by Liana Jones, the center fielder. She had to call off Caitlin Morrison for that, and Penn State has 2
game winning streak St. Francis has been on in the NEC.
And a ground ball to Hernandez. She'll step on second and get the lead runner there. It'll go as a fielder's choice, 6 unassisted if you're keeping score.
Player we know can be up to the challenge, but she's getting tested right now by these Nittany Lions.
Here's the 2-2. Swing and a miss. Liana Jones goes down on strikes, and St. Francis has its Vesco. The 2-0. Gordon barely gets a piece of it. A weak ground ball back to Vesco. 1-3 on the putout. And St. Francis, after a long bottom of the second with a short bottom of the third. So 2 outs and the base is empty for Penn State. Here's the 2-2. Swing and a miss. Grace Vesco with her second strikeout of the inning.
I'm at center field. It's one down there.
As a collegiate coach, including her time at Miami of Ohio.
Lexi Hernandez takes the pitch high for ball 4. That is the first walk of the day for Bridget Namath. And St. Francis has a runner on Rachel Marsden as the Red Flash bench has come alive. A chopper. Hernandez fields it. It's too high for Hernandez. The runner breaks for the plate, and she is out at home. Giselle Hernandez never gave up on the play. What a sequence of events there, Casey Kreider.
Yeah, Hernandez bounced it off her glove, but then the heads-up play, make the throw in time to Garcia.
And it's a 3-0 count now on Haley Brunson. And deja vu. Haley Brunson with her second walk of the game, and the leadoff man is
Vesco, and see if you can retire Penn State's contact infielders with good infield play.
Maddock, another well-executed bunt, but this time St. Francis makes the play. The runner Brunson moves to second on the sacrifice bunt by Emily Maddock, and there is 1 out for Penn State so far this season. Here's the 1-2 coming from Grace Vesco. Namath ground ball to second, and Ulam completes the play at first. The runner Brunson moves to third. The country become a pipeline for Penn State across all sports, including softball. Clausewitz swings. It is fielded by Vesco. 1-3 completes the play. Back at Beard Field, the first pitch in the top of the 5th is smacked into center field for a single by the 8-hole hitter in the inning, batting .380 this season. Here's the 2-1. And it is a hit by pitch. Clarissa Crowell not happy with the call, but Orischek will be awarded first base.
Orischek leads the nation, Will.
Penn State here. Namath delivers the 3-0. It is taken high for ball 4, and just like that, The red flash have them loaded with nobody out in the top of the fifth. Rams in this game. Here's the 1-2. And a pop-up hit out to shallow right center. Gordon makes the catch, and the runner will not break. Gabby Garcia tells everybody to hold off. And 1 out for the red flash, I should say. Base is still loaded. The 0-2. Swing and a miss. Bridget Namath strikes out Ulam, and we have 2 outs. Base is loaded. The 0-2. Swing and a miss. Bridget Namath. She's unflappable in the circle, and Penn State escapes a bases-loaded, no-out jam. We'll go to the bottom of the fifth here at Beard Field. Penn State has the 1-0 lead over St. Francis on Big Ten Plus.
You've got the top of the order behind you. We'll see.
Vesco's 1-2. Swing and a miss. Barbonente goes down on strikes for the 2nd time today, and there's 1 out for Penn State in this bottom of the 5th. We go back. Delivers the 1-2. Morrison, a drive to right. Right fielder going back. It's misplayed by Aubrey and right. Morrison already at second, going into third base and right on cue. Caitlin Morrison with a triple.
Aggressive with Caitlin Morrison just 60 feet away.
Jones shows bunt. Morrison breaks for home, and she's safe. Jones on her way to second, and there will be no throw. Who needs extra base hits when you can have small ball? Both of Penn State's runs have come from small ball, and Penn State has the 2-0 lead.
Wow. What a play. And gets in under the tag, and then Jones taking off, and Vesco imploring Wilson to throw down to second.
Went to the University of Illinois.
Ken
Here's
Jennings
the
is still my goat, but
the 1-0, Gordon shows bunt. Play is made 1-3 for the 2nd out. Jones moves to third on the sacrifice bunt by Maddie Gordon.
Wilson wasn't, where she's aboard at third. You've got 2 outs. See if Gabby Garcia can bring her home and add to the Penn State lead.
Garcia swings the first pitch. A diving stop by the first baseman Ulam to retire Garcia. And that's how this bottom of the 5th sequence of events in that 5th. As Hernandez swings, and that goes right through the middle infield for a leadoff single for Lexi Hernandez. St. Francis has another runner aboard. Another look at the play. Here's the 1-1. That time the runner breaks. Hernandez back to Paletti. That's how you turn 2 right there, ladies and gentlemen. Giselle Hernandez, 6-3 DP. 2 outs in this top of the 6th. It's Bailey Partial. Here's the 3-2 from Namath. Low, ball 4, hit home plate, and Rachel Marsden will reach base for the 3rd time today, this time via a walk. That would be Marsden, might break for second here. The 3-2, taken high for ball 4. Back-to-back walks, and the tying run is aboard in this top of the 6th.
Tuck it inside the foul pole, and now
Arischak swings and misses for strike 3. Bridget Namath once again gets out of a jam. We'll touch on it more after the pitch. Brunson, a pop-up. Out to right, catch is made by Aubrey for out number 1. That's the 1st out in this bottom of the 6th.
no surprise. And going back to that play real quick before we get into Emily Maddox at bat, the wind that was in the outfield has died down completely.
1 pitch. That's the 2nd out. A shot. Here's the 3-0 from Vesco. Taken high, ball 4, and Giselle Hernandez draws the walk. Gianna Paletti will come up for Penn State. Here's the 3-2. Paletti swings and misses for strike 3. So Hernandez will be left stranded at first base. All in that region. Here's the 2-2. And a chopper to third. Maddox fields it on the one hop and again onto Paletti at first. That is the second time today Walters has been retired 5-3.
Volpe's got her stuff. She's as good as anybody she's facing. See if she can work out of this.
It turns out Volpe delivers the 0-2. Swing and a miss! Maddie Volpe coming in clutch with a strikeout, and Penn State 1 out away from its 33rd win on the season.
It's March 10th for St. Francis. It's on the line here.
Nash, a ground ball through the left side of the infield. Barbonente gets it into Hernandez, but not before Savannah. Volpe delivers, and a drive to left center field. Barbonente back. It goes off of her glove. One runner will score. Make that 2. And just like that, Casey Kreider, this game is tied.
Man, that ball hung in the air forever. Out to left center, and it was right back at the wall, back at the track for Barbonente. And as you get a replay here on Big Ten Plus, just watch how long this ball's in the air. Barbonente gets under it just about, but it just bounces off the wall prior to it falling into her glove. She maybe just misjudged it by a couple inches.
Volpe delivers, and a ground ball gets by Volpe. Hernandez onto Paletti at first. They get Wilson by a step. All right, ladies and gentlemen, we're going to the bottom of the 7th here at Beard Field. This game and this 18-game winning streak for the Red Flash on the line, as Mendoza takes low for ball 4. 1. Morrison again shows bunt. This time she executes it. It gets by Vesco. Morrison's aboard. Penn State has 2 on and nobody out in the bottom of the 7th. Home runs at Beard Field. The 0-1. Jones again shows bunt. Vesco fields it cleanly, and it is dropped by the second baseman, Orischak. The bases are full of Nittany Lions. Vesco delivers the 1-1. Gordon, ground ball to third. The runner breaks for home. She's going to be tagged out. She's forced out, I should say, as Barbonente is retired. It'll go as a fielder's choice. 5-2 has had her number today. Here's the 0-2. Garcia swings and misses. They'll call it a strikeout as it got by the catcher. The bases will still be loaded, and it's Haley Brunson. Certainly somebody who can emerge out of nowhere at a given time. The 1-0. Brunson, a ground ball to shortstop, and Gordon is tagged out at second. Bridget Namath back in the circle for Penn State. First pitch to Marsden is a bunt. Garcia on to Morrison at first. Morrison was covering it from her second baseman position, and a drive to center, playable, and Liana Jones makes the play for the second out. Liana Jones went straight home after that. 7th. Here's the 0-2 from Namath. Called strike 3. Bridget Namath gets Orischak looking.
This game, each team starts with the ghost runner on second in extras, and Spalding gotta go.
She does go, and she's going to be called out on her way to third. Spalding made the jump, and it backfired. Penn State has 1 out in the top.
Here in the bottom of the 8th.
I guess you could say the ghost got busted there from the catcher, Madeline Wilson. Maddox swings, lines one right at the shortstop for the first Penn State run and walked, like you said, Casey, in the 6th. Hernandez with a high pop-up into right field. Catch is made by Aubrey for the 3rd out. So we're going to go to the 9th, ladies and gentlemen. It remains Penn State 2.
Red Flash can get a little of their own, get 2 ducks on the pond.
It's a bunt. Maddock on to Morrison, covering at first, but the runner, Arischak, moves to 3rd. Delivers the 1-1. Ground ball to Hernandez. Look to 3rd, and the runner is held there. Rubel is retired, 6-3. Giselle Hernandez gave one glance, said, "You're not getting." The runner, Arischak, at 3rd. Hernandez, of course. We'll get to that in a second. Maddock, ground ball to 1st, and Paletti again makes the play. 5-3. So here's the 1-0 coming from Vesco. Paletti shows bunt. They go to 3rd. Hernandez is safe. It pulled the shortstop Walters up. She had to leap like an acrobat, and instead Penn State has runners on the corners with nobody out. Ball. If you aren't set in the box, they assess a strike. It gets by the catcher, and Hernandez is going to be held at 3rd.
I think that's the right call, Will.
Paletti.
I think it's the right call.
Paletti moves to 2nd.
Just weird things happen sometimes. Here we are. Still 2-2. Still big situation.
The 3-1 to Barbonente is low. It gets by the catcher. Hernandez breaks for the plate, and she's safe. Of all the ways this game could end, on a passed ball 4, Penn State is your 3-2 winner tonight in 9. Casey Kreider. What an ending to a weird game that had so many twists and turns.
You're going to watch the replay at home on Big Ten Plus. I don't know how to analyze anything that we've seen over the past 2.5 hours or so, but it was fitting, kind of as I said earlier, that this weird game ended in a weird fashion, and as you said, a wild pitch, Will, is what seals the deal, brings Giselle Hernandez home. She did a lot of things for Penn State today in this game that helped give them an opportunity. Penn State, they only had 3 runs in the game. They left 9 on base. St. Francis left 12 on base, and it comes down to that of all things at the end.